Sir! Mr. Edgeworth, sir! Woo! I finally caught up with you.
There's my boy. Detective, you're not needed elsewhere?
Nope, the judge and the kid aren't here yet. Ooh, and I got your message.
So you searched the victim's cell. Did you manage to turn anything up?
We struck gold, sir. Blood, anyway. It was right there on the floor.
Oh.
Only in tiny specks, though. But at least it's something.
Yeah! It proves that the holding cell was the scene of the crime, right?
Not quite. It proves a possibility, but it's not conclusive yet.
I thought you'd say that, sir. Which is why I ordered some follow-up work. I asked forensics to analyze the blood and see if it matches the victims. They're on it as we speak.
Nice work, Gummy! You thought of everything!
Detective, I must say I'm impressed. Did you hit your head or something?
Gee, don't look so surprised, sir.
Come on, I'm proud of him. I'm proud of our boy. Like, he's Gumshoe's great, okay? Sorry, I just hope things continue to go in our favor. There are signs that blood was wiped from the floor of the victim's cell. We're currently checking whose blood it is. Excellent.
Alrighty. So that's proof that the murder happened in the detention center. And for our next trick...
We'll find out how that dog got over there.
Oh, don't worry. You can leave that one to me. Until the kid and his chaperone get here, we've got the whole prison to ourselves. Which is why I brought my secret weapons along.
Secret weapons?
Oh, like the metal detector and shit like that?
Oh, did you bring the doggo?
What was the doggo's name again? Like, I think it's supposed to be like a reference to Ghost Trick's missile. I think? It's been a while.
That's right. A few tools of the trade that have helped me bust more than a few cases wide open. Behold, the 7 secret weapons of Dick Gumshoe, ace detective extraordinaire. Well, I don't know about you crazy cats, but I'm sold. Miles?
Very well, Detective. We'll try using your secret weapons.
You got it, sir. Let me run you through the list. Secret weapon number 1, my trusty old metal detector. If it's made of steel, silver, or scrap, this little guy here will find it.
So it detects metal. Very good, Detective.
Next up, secret weapon number 2, missile.
Oh, I was right!
Everyone's favorite crime-fighting canine. He can track pretty much any scent you put in front of him, especially food.
He sure is a lot cuter than Mr. Canis's dog.
I don't know, I think Helmut's kind of cute as long as he's not trying to murder me.
Now for secret weapon number 3. Where'd I put it? Aha!
Oh, a fishing rod! Okay, my god, that's a hell of a phrase there. Okay, hold, let me see if I can do this right.
Am I one snapper short of a school, or is that a fishing rod? Don't tell me we're going fishing for clues. No, I mean, I just happen to have it with me is all.
Actually, no, Gumshoe, that could be useful. Unironically. I see. Well, onwards and upwards, Detective. Let's see what else you have.
That's all she wrote, sir.
Gummy! You're 4 secret weapons short of your so-called 7, and one of them was a fishing rod.
Sorry, but that's all for today, okay? I'll, show you the rest next time. Why do you think I call them secret? I can't just go sharing everything at once. That's crazy.
I believe you. In that case, then I suppose the 3 you've deigned to reveal to us will have to do for now.
Alright, which one do you want to try, sir?
The fishing rod, actually. Let's give that fishing rod a try.
You got it, sir.
There's a pond in the prison yard. We may find something helpful looking in the depths.
Yes, sir. Leave it to me.
Although, to be fair, I was actually wanting to go to the, that little grate, the one that's locked.
Ah, why didn't you tell me there was a crocodile?
Actually, it's an alligator.
I don't care, it's trying to kill me!
What's the matter, detective?
You're not gonna believe this, sir, but I had something big for a moment. Then it took off with the bait and my fishing line. There's a real whopper lurking in those waters.
Come to think of it, there's an alligator living in that pond. I probably shouldn't tell the detective that he nearly lost more than just a secret weapon.
Well, looks like the fishing rod won't be much use, sir.
Aw, man! Damn it, I thought I was onto something!
Let's try something else.
Okay, so we can't try the fishing rod. Missile?
You got it, sir. Hey, missile! Here, boy!
Oh, it's a Shiba Inu! That is not the dog I was assuming it was supposed to be. Actually, wait, that's right, Ghost Trick. Isn't Missile a Pomeranian?
Aw, he really came.
So, what are we tracking?
We're trying to find out how Mr. Canis's dog got to the holding cells in the first place. I suspect the same route was used to bring Knight's body back to the prison.
So we give the pooch a sniff of the body.
And he'll find that route for us.
Ooh, not a bad idea. Okay, so they already took the body out, alright.
Does anyone else smell something sweet?
All I smell is the odor of blood.
It's faint, sir, but it's there. Almost like cake, maybe?
Why would the body smell of cake?
Okay, Missile, get a noseful.
Oh, let's follow the doggo.
Here we go. Follow that dog.
That's the way to...
Oh, he's headed for maximum security.
Uh-oh, he's going in.
Then we'll just have to follow after him. Where's Bodhidharma? Or, I'm sorry, where's Mr. Canis? This is Canis's cell, though the man himself is absent, it seems. Is he meeting with someone in the visitor's room?
Do you think Missile's onto something?
Shh, looks like maybe he is. Ooh, Missile mad. He baring his teeth.
Is there something here?
Let's get snooping, Mr. Edgeworth.
Wait a minute, isn't that the dog's bell?
Look, Mr. Edgeworth, that chisel on the floor is a bit smaller than the others.
I'm no woodworker, but perhaps it's an all-purpose one that can be used in a pinch, regardless of the job.
An all-purpose pocket chisel. Makes sense. Always nice when your tools are useful and easy to carry.
Is that your opinion as a thief?
Nope, it's my opinion as a great thief.
I walked into that one. But the... focus on the bell! Mr. Canis's chisels. Every one a potential murder weapon.
That reminds me of something. The furrows in your brow. When you frown, it looks like somebody took a chisel to your forehead.
I have no idea what you mean.
See, they're so deep. Don't tell me you don't see it, Mr. Wood Carving Face.
Have you quite finished?
Their dynamic is adorable. Mr. Canis's chess set, complete with this special dog piece.
That's not a chess set. That's a whole chess table with legs. Looks like it might be worth something, too.
Okay, no.
Hey, yes.
It's not inconceivable. Some of them are. And this is quite a nice one.
I never would have pegged Mr. Canis as a chess fan, though. And what the whole Eastern aesthetic he's got going on? I thought he'd be more into Go.
Go, can you play?
I can play Go Fish.
Not the same thing, Kay. Not even close. Uh-oh.
What's the matter, boy? Wait. Is this cake what you were after?
What the hell? Are those brownies? Uh-oh.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Down, boy! Stop that! Ah! No, you can't have it. Dogs can't eat chocolate. You know that. If you won't behave, I'll just have to eat it myself. Not bad.
That's some real outside the chocolate box thinking there. Not sure everybody agrees, though.
Gummy! I wanted some!
You just ate some important evidence. Daring of you both to assume the food in a prison is safe to eat. Well, daring or dumb.
So, anyway, it looks like it really was Cake Missile was tracking.
Talk about a waste of time. I suppose we got our just desserts. But wait a minute, no, that's actually not a bad thing at all. Like, that implies that there was cake near the body. Why was there cake near the body? Ooh,
But the little guy's definitely capable, right?
Sure is. That was just a blip. He'll follow the right scent this time, I promise. Seek, boy! Oh, I think he's onto something.
Wait a minute, back in that one?
Whatever it is, it's in there.
Mr. Casoreto's cell. We need to take a look inside. A detective, call the guard.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm just happy we got Gumshoe assisting here. It doesn't feel right without our boy. Thank you, officer. A question before we begin. Is the prisoner, Mr. Casoreto, still in solitary? No, sir. He came back a little while ago. And he was here for the noon roll call. Guess he must be on work duty someplace. I see. Now, if you would be so kind as to open his cell. Yes, sir! Whoa. Oh, that's neat. He has like a little timer, like, gotta lose a certain amount of weight. And he hates the warden. Okay, so the man hates the warden. He looks like he's got some polar bear food for his buddy. Are those vitamin supplements?
No way, he has a poster of himself!
That's not what I was looking at.
And right next to it is... Looks like he never lost the habit of making weight for a fight.
Once a boxer, always a boxer, I suppose. I see he also has quite the collection of supplements.
Muscle protein, hustle protein, soul crushing protein. Yeah, that's a lot of protein.
Surely nobody trains like this for nothing. Mildly concerning. This punching
What breed were you again, Missile? Sure wasn't a boxer.
Also, ha! This punching bag has certainly seen some use.
You thought you could interrupt me, Missile, but the history button exists. No way.
No way indeed. Quickly, detective, move the sandbag aside.
Yes, sir.
Are there is there cake back there?
Oh!
A hole? Could this be?
Whoa there! Wait, Missile!
I'm going in too.
Wait, stop!
Sir, I'll go get her. Ooh, that's tight. Oh, shouldn't have eaten that cake.
He's gone. Oh, shit. Well, I'm not going in there. Guess we'll just have to wait.
You know you're gonna have to go in there.
Hello? Kay? Are you alright?
You're not gonna believe this, but we're in the detention center.
The detention center?
That hole, It's a tunnel that leads right into Mr. Knight's cell!
What? Don't go anywhere. I'm on my way. Oh my god. Was it really Mr. Carcerator that did it? I mean, polar bears are powerful creatures, but... Wait, what hole do they crawl out of? That's a weird sentence I just said out loud. Hey!
Hey there, Mr. Edgeworth. Guess you could say we made a breakthrough.
Quite. At least they came out unscathed, I think.
Sir, the floorboards under the bed were torn up.
Wow. So that's how they did it. There's no doubt about it. This must be the route we've been looking for. The corridor connecting the detention center and the prison is locked down by heavy security doors. But with the help of this tunnel, it can be circumvented. It was a sweet scent that started this whole search. Could it be that the scent was in fact coming from Knight's body after all? Oh! Oh my god, that would explain why the dog bit his neck! Incidentally, Knight's body was covered in dirt. Dirt that might have come from being dragged through this tunnel. Okay, what was it like down there?
Well, it was pitch black, so I couldn't see a whole lot. Luckily, my camera has a flash, so I took some pictures.
Then let's see what you've captured. Alright. Oh my lord. This has been in the works for a while. Oh, I bet you I know what happened. It was a botched escape attempt. Mr. Carcerato was probably trying to escape the prison. However, he miscalculated. Whenever he got out, it turns out that he accidentally got out into Mr. Knight's cell. And so that way he wouldn't get ratted out by Mr. Knight. He had to kill him to shut him up. That's probably what happened. I would assume. Maybe? Fuck, I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. Look at that.
Spoons, a fork. Guess these were for digging the tunnel. That aside, are those footprints?
Paw prints, even. From a dog, perhaps? It seemed to depict the paw prints of a dog. This is a vital piece of evidence. However, it begs something of a question.
It does.
Mr. Carcerato has certainly been making use of this tunnel, which means... Detective! We need to find out where Mr. Carcerato is immediately! If my suspicions are correct.
Huh? Oh, nuts!
No. The guards were alerted, and they began searching for Mr. Carcerato right away. But after a thorough investigation of both the prison and the detention center, he was nowhere to be found.
Damn it!
March 28th, 5:34 p.m., detention center. Corridor. Oh, crap!
Well, have the police been notified?
Yes, ma'am! We just finished liaising with them a moment ago. They set up a cordon around the entire facility.
Good.
The first blemish on a prison's spotless reputation is always the ugliest.
It won't happen again, ma'am. A rather different Warden Lagarde to the one we've seen so far.
Mr. Edgeworth, was it? I really can't thank you enough for finding that tunnel, darling. Sadly, it may have been a little too late. It seems he might have already left the building.
I'd say that's unlikely, Warden. After all, there's a security gate at the exit to the detention center. You're not suggesting he simply walked through it?
What's to say there was only the one tunnel, sweetie,
I suppose that's true.
Well, whatever the case, this is no time to be standing around chit-chatting. Mr. Edgeworth, would you mind continuing with your investigation?
It would be my pleasure. We got permission! And you three can get back to your posts. Yes, ma'am. Oh my god! One of those guards was the... Oh! Oh! Fuck!
Detective, the results of the blood test just came back from the lab. Thanks, pal.
Let's see what they have to tell us about the blood found in Knight's cell.
What does it say, Mr. Edgeworth?
They've identified the blood, and it's Knight's. Okay, so it is Knight's blood.
Nice job, everybody. Teamwork makes the dream work, huh? We got Knight's blood in his holding cell, a tunnel a dog clearly went through, and security footage showing Knight being attacked by the dog in his cell. Case closed.
We have all the evidence we need. Let's see what Mr. Canis has to say for himself.
Canis? Oh, darlings, are you sure? Do be careful around him, won't you? He's as well connected on the outside as he is in here.
I suppose he would have to be. How else would the so-called fixer stay in business?
The police have been trying to track down his accomplices for the longest time. Even I've had to lend them a hand myself, you know.
So that's what that was all about. You still not talking, ma'am? Even with all the evidence you borrowed from the precinct?
No, and I've tried so many times I've lost count. What am I supposed to do? I can't send in a blank report.
I guess a killer for hire was always going to be a tough nut to crack. You borrowed evidence from the police to help with your investigation. Is that correct?
Why, yes, sweetie. Everything related to Canis is with me now.
Whoa.
Heaven knows how many times I've hauled the secretive scoundrel into my office to talk to me. But no matter what I say or how much evidence I present him with, he simply won't say a word.
A prison warden conducting the interrogations herself. That's irregular, to say the least.
Let your guard down, he'll devour you whole. Be careful, darlings. You have been warned.
Hooey! And here I thought things couldn't get any spicier.
Thank you, Lagarde. Oh, what the hell are you two doing here? March 28th, 5:55 p.m. Prison maximum security. Judge Gavel, I didn't expect to find you here.
We have been conducting inquiries, which, given that we are in charge of the investigation, is hardly strange. What is strange is that you are still here, Mr. Edgeworth. I gave you a warning, did I not? I told you that your badge was at risk should our paths cross again, and yet, here you are.
I am sorry that you thought that I might be so easily discouraged, Your Honor. But I am not about to let the truth slip from my grasp, no matter what you or the committee might say. I am here to present a certain someone with evidence that you yourself should have uncovered.
You have more business with me, I take it, Mr. Edgeworth.
I do. I promised I would be back to prove that you were the killer. And here I am.
This should be amusing. Very well. Whenever you are ready.
Objection!
Not so fast. We have some truths of our own to share. First-rate deductions, in fact. Indeed, we are now more certain than ever that Simeon Saint was the murderer. And that only he could have moved Mr. Knight from his holding cell to the prison proper. We shall prove this to you beyond a shadow of a doubt. But first, a question. Are you quite determined to continue on this course, Mr. Edgeworth? Should you fail to rebut our deductions, there will be no going back. Your very career hangs in the balance.
What? You mean you'll take his badge if you don't like how this goes? That's intimidation!
Not at all. If anything, I'm showing him mercy. This is not Mr. Edgeworth's case. It never was, and I am under no obligation to hear him out. If he is prepared to accept the potential ramifications of his actions, I will allow him one last chance. Well, are you truly willing to take the risk? To put your beloved badge on the line?
Mr. Edgeworth!
Sir!
I accept your terms. I am confident of my reasoning, and what's more, I am representing the firm of Edgeworth & Co. And I do not intend to besmirch its name. My duty will be done, and I will not be intimidated. Hell yeah! Make your dad proud, Edgeworth.
Very well. Let us see whether you are brave or simply reckless. By the power vested in me by the almighty goddess of justice, let this judgment commence. Eustace, if you will allow me.
Fine by me. He's all yours, Gavel. I'm sorry. This is actually pretty good. Okay. God. Oh man. Okay. First off, I have been looking forward to like this inevitable showdown between these two, but at the same time, I'm also very, very worried. I say I'm very worried because, let's be fair, that I feel like there are certain things that we don't have enough information about right now. I say this because, like, well, how the hell do I put this? There's one extra detail that was brought up. The detail involving why, what's-his-face, Simeon was, like, apparently he was spotted near that grate. We have yet to fully investigate that general area yet, so, like, I don't know. I don't know.
How Knight wound up in the prison proper. You are aware of the incident involving Mr. Knight the day before yesterday, I assume. He assaulted an innocent guard and stole his keys. Later, in the middle of moving a large animal cage, Mr. Saint stopped by Mr. Knight's cell for a little visit. That's when Mr. Knight stole out of his cell using the keys he'd stolen. He slipped into the cage, and there he hid as he was wheeled to one of the prison workshops.
What? It figures she was going to bring up Mr. Saint going to Knight's cell.
Yesterday, after you so kindly made us aware of the security camera footage, we decided to take a look at it ourselves. Perhaps you would like to see what we found. This is a still from the footage we received.
Mr. Saint speaking with Knight at his cell.
Correct. You will also note that he has positioned the cage in such a way as to obscure the camera's view. It is this blind spot that Mr. Knight's exploited in order to enter the cage undetected. A sound deduction based on what can be observed, wouldn't you say?
A blind spot, which means that the camera wouldn't have been able to capture the moment Knight entered the cage, if he did at all. So it's still possible that he didn't actually leave his cell at this point. I don't get it. Why would Mr. Knight want to hide in the cage?
There is really only one possibility. He intended to escape.
A prison break! That's so cool, actually. Mr. Carcerado, Mr. Knight, everybody's doing it. I have to step up my game. Okay, now is really not the time. Mr. Carcerator's escape is no laughing matter.
It is my belief that Mr. Saint helped Mr. Knight with his escape attempt. That is to say, he was his accomplice.
Wow, go Simeon. That wasn't a compliment!
I understand that the cage was briefly taken to one of the workshops. I imagine that had things gone to plan, Mr. Knight would have remained in the cage until after the show, and then removed from the premises, along with the rest of the circus's equipment. Unfortunately for Mr. Knight, Mr. Saint had other ideas. He killed his friend in cold blood.
Judge Gavel's argument seems reasonable. But there must be a fault in her logic somewhere. I'm going to find it.
Now it's time for the rebuttal.
Hold it!
Your Honor, about this incident.
You have heard about it, of course. Surely any attorney worth his salt would have his sources.
Yes, I am aware of it. Of course. You're not going to... No, fuck you. Because... Yes, I'm aware of it, of course. I simply wish to confirm...
Then you are wasting both our time. Shall we continue?
Despite your overrule, I have the history button, which lets me ignore that.
Hold it!
Do you have any proof that Knight stole the keys?
I can think of no other reason for him to carry out such a brutal attack. Once the guard he assaulted regains consciousness, I am sure he will confirm our suspicions.
I wouldn't be so sure. Perhaps I should press her further on her reasoning. Let me look at the rest of her stuff first. Apologies, Your Honor. Please continue.
Very well. As I was saying, it's clear the keys are vital to Mr. Knight's escape.
I'm gonna... So I gotta go back to the second statement. Got it.
Hold it!
I take it you believe Mr. Saint had intended to break Knight out of the cage.
I do. And we know that he brought the cage with him on his visit to Mr. Knight's cell. Because in addition to the evidence, he himself has testified to having done so.
So his trip to Knight's cell with the cage really is what made him the lead suspect.
Yeah, but Simeon, he's just absent-minded. He probably forgot he even had the cage with him.
I sincerely doubt that. Like, there has to be something else, like... There has to be something else that's going on here. Like, we have to have more... I legitimately... I still don't know what to make of Simeon. He seems cowardly, but there are still some other things that there's something about it. I want to believe in Simeon, because after Edgeworth has been fighting so goddamn hard to kind of maybe live up to, like, in an attempt to make it up to his late father by taking on this defense attorney role, like, it would be heartbreaking if it turns out that Simeon is a bad guy.
Mr. Saint dragged an enormous cage all the way to the holding cells out of absent-mindedness. Mr. Saint dragged an enormous cage all the way to the holding cells in order to help someone escape. Which of these interpretations sounds more logical to you? Yeah, indeed. As it is a fact that Mr. Saint took a little detour to Mr. Knight's cell with a large animal cage.
Hold it!
Do you have any proof that Knight stole the keys? I just realized this is the same thing. It wants me to do this one, doesn't it?
I can think of no other reason for him to carry out such a brutal attack. Once the guard he assaulted regains consciousness, I am sure he will confirm our suspicions.
I wouldn't be so sure. It really wants me to press further on this. Let me get the... So it's either the second or the fourth statement that I can press on, like... Okay. I want to get the last one first, because we want more dialogue.
Hold it!
But why go to so much trouble?
Why else but to effect Mr. Knight's escape?
Well...
The cage is made of metal. Therefore, it would have been exempt from the security gate inspection on exit. A fact Mr. Saint would have been well aware of, given that the circus visits every month.
I don't have anything to counter that!
With a tarp draped over the cage, he could have wheeled Mr. Knight out, right under the guards' noses. That is, had Mr. Saint not chosen a darker path instead, the path of murder. A crime which cannot be allowed to go unpunished. She said that Mr. Knight stole the keys. But didn't he deny that?
Indeed. And if Knight didn't have them, then her entire theory falls apart. That could be the flaw I've been looking for. I should press her on the issue. Alright. We'll just go with this one. So we'll push the dialogue, and then we'll push further. Sorry, but I believe there is a flaw in your reasoning. If Knight had the keys, there was nothing to stop him from leaving whenever he wanted. Why wait for Mr. Saint? There was no need, surely.
He chose the option he deemed most likely to succeed. He stole the keys and hid them somewhere, then waited for an opportune moment to present itself.
He hid the keys? I'm afraid you might have made an uncharacteristic oversight, Your Honor. But Knight wasn't hiding any keys. That has been proven already. And this is the piece of evidence that proves Knight didn't have the keys. Not his body, we already confirmed that. A guard was attacked and his keys, including the one to Knight's cell, were stolen. They have yet to be recovered.
Take that!
Ta-da! Since you know about the incident, I assume you must already know this, but after the assault, the guards searched both Knight and his cell, and no keys were found. And if the whereabouts of the keys cannot be proven, then neither can your theory.
I have considered the matter of the missing keys, and I do not think it's such an issue. I still believe he had them. After all, the guards only stated that they were unable to locate them. And this is because they were cleverly hidden inside the pocket chess set.
Knight's chess set. The same set in which the murder weapon was also allegedly hidden?
Was it? I can't help but wonder about that.
What? But you're the one who proposed it!
Actually, if you recall, that was Eustace's assertion.
So the two of them aren't of one mind on this, I take it. You seemed a little shocked about that. Not Edgeworth, Eustace seemed a little shocked about it. Like, oh, why are you selling me out?
Allow me to reinstate the facts.
Or restate the facts.
Mr. Knight hid the keys he stole from the guard inside his chess set. When Mr. Saint came to see him, Mr. Knight used the keys to open his cell and climbed inside the cage. He was then moved from his holding cell to that workshop in the prison proper, all with the help of his friend and accomplice. Had things gone according to plan, he would have been taken out of the facility after the show. But they did not. Instead, his accomplice murdered him while the show was taking place in the yard.
Objection!
Yeah, objection. But Mr. Saint was part of that performance. How would he even have had time to commit the murder?
Overruled.
How indeed? Allow me to explain. As you know, many stage performers follow a set narrative.
Or performances.
Yesterday's show was one such example.
She's done her homework, I see.
The suspect played the role of the antagonist opposite the elephantine heroine of the show. In the latter part of the performance, the heroine's love prevails, and the villain is defeated. This victory is depicted in a very unique manner, whereby the villain is sent flying from the stage by the heroine.
Oh, hell, we get to see what his clown outfit looks like. He's sent flying by the elephant. Isn't that dangerous?
Having been ejected from the stage in this manner, the villain no longer appears in the performance. In other words, the suspect did not appear on stage for a period of approximately 15 minutes.
And you're saying the crime took place during that time?
Yes, I'm afraid so. After all, it's more than a sufficient window, wouldn't you say?
Objection!
No! Committing the crime and returning to the stage in that short 15-minute window is only possible, assuming that the murder took place in the prison proper. But in fact, Your Honor, the real scene of the crime was Knight's cell.
I seem to remember telling you that I would not accept that part of the security footage into evidence.
Objection!
Well, fuck you! And you won't have to. I have proof of a different kind.
Very well. Would you be so good as to present it? What proof do you have that the murder took place in the victim's holding cell? Let's see.
So there's... let's see. Because right now there's like two pieces of evidence I could use. It could probably be like this or this, the tunnel prints. The tunnel prints or the white floor. However, the more I think about it, I have a feeling that the white floor is the better one because, like, oh, by the way, there's a tunnel between this and that. That's not good enough. She would probably be more accepting if she found out that there was actual blood, and specifically, Knight's blood, on the floor of his cell. So,
Take that!
I was right.
This appears to be a photograph of a floor. Almighty goddess of justice, grant me patience.
That floor you're so dismissive of, Your Honor, has traces of Knight's blood on it. Oh my god, we finally got her.
Traces, you say? Is this evidence reliable? After all, I don't believe you have access to the necessary forensics operatives.
Objection!
I have my resources. A certain blunt instrument, you might say, but a reliable one. He's not selling him out, that's my boy.
What?
That detective. How very unfortunate for him. Perhaps before you decided to circumvent the law, you might have considered that the committee's influence extends to the police.
Oh no, that Gummy's badge is on the line too. Are you Forgive me, detective. I didn't mean to put you at risk as well. The fact that she's even we have some possible evidence that your theory is wrong and you're threatening the people that found it? What is wrong with you?
I will enter the fact that Mr. Knight's blood was found in the holding cell into evidence. However,
Objection!
No! Oh. Bad luck, idiots. You're really on the edge now, Mr. Worthless. Mr. Winner, I'd forgotten you were there. It was nice while it lasted. I just butted in to tell you that your entire argument is one big inconsistency. You showed us camera footage of a dog killing Mr. Knight in his cell. Are you saying the mutt also wiped the blood up before he left the scene? Uh-oh. What other tricks can it do, A blood-wiping dog? You're a joke.
You'd have wiped that blood up, wouldn't you, boy? Yes, Helmut, you would.
Canis? What?
That was one of the tricks I taught him before our work together was so rudely cut short. He's a very tidy boy, you know. Never misses a drop. It wouldn't do to leave any evidence, after all.
Saved. By an assassin of all people.
Jeez Louise, you could have just taught the little guy to shake hands.
Oh, he does that marvelously too. Although the way I taught him to do it is somewhat unorthodox. First, he bites down hard on the victim's hand. Then...
I'm not listening. Okay, enough of this. I see.
Very well then, Mr. Edgeworth. It seems you may have gathered some evidence worth considering.
Can I just say I fucking love, even if it turns out that he's the actual killer and all of that, can I just love Canis's introduction here? Like, sure, the dude's an assassin, but he treats his boy with, like, oh my god. He is a dog dad, but a killer dog dad. In a really fucked up way, where he keeps his dog, but he treats his dog like he's still treating him like the good boy, but it's so weird. It is weird trying to apply a human element to somebody as, well, with somebody as prolific as a serial killer / assassin. It is really weird.
Your understanding is much appreciated. Wait, I'm not done yet! I just thought of something else! Overruled.
What?
Oh boy, somebody's taking no prisoners.
Eustace, would you be so kind as to allow me?
All yours, Givel. Well, do you accept the truth now? The crime took place in Knight's holding cell, and the assassin's dog was the killer.
My position is the same as it was yesterday. Until you can explain how the dog moved between the prison and the detention center, I cannot accept your theory into evidence.
Hold it!
Oh, I got proof of that. I thought you might say that, which is why I'd like to show you something else. This piece of evidence shows how the dog could freely travel between the prison and the detention center.
Take that!
This is...
It's a secret passageway. It runs beneath the prison. Ow! What? A secret passageway? It was dug by one Mr. Rocco Casareto, escapee. It leads from his prison cell to a certain holding cell in the detention center. Yes, the very one where the victim was being held, and killed. Both.
Well, this is certainly a surprise. To think that it was beneath our feet this entire time.
Mr. Canis, you knew of this tunnel, didn't you? Because it's the same tunnel that was used to carry out the murder.
Overruled!
What?
In the name of the goddess of justice. Overruled! Mr. Edgeworth, you are out of line.
Hold it!
How so, Your Honor?
Overruled!
Evidence is everything, whether in a court of law or at the scene of an investigation. Isn't that your little catchphrase? Well, it just so happens that I have some evidence of my own. Bronco Knight's autopsy report.
Oh my god, finally. I was looking forward to this. His autopsy report. When did we get that? How do you not know you had it?
The police handed it to me only a short while ago. The findings are still preliminary, but it has something of value to tell us nonetheless. The goddess of justice speaks to us through these pages, Mr. Edgeworth. Cause of death, stabbed wound to the throat, and the weapon is said to be a sharp blade of some sort. It seems the victim was stabbed repeatedly in the same spot, resulting in an ugly wound.
Whoa, stabbed repeatedly in the same spot? Ooh! Ooh!
As such, the police have yet to identify the exact shape of the weapon. But its overall nature seems to be beyond question. It is a bladed metal instrument. In light of this evidence, do you truly wish to continue with your flight of fancy? Or will you now claim that the dog used a knife instead?
But that's impossible!